God Goku and hits EZA, no delays. Let's jump straight into it. So their leader skill is buffed up from 4 key and 150% across the board to 4 key and 170% across the board. And their super attack, they get buffed up from, for of course their 12 key, they get buffed up from 30% attack and defense one turn and a 50% chance to stun up to 50% attack and defense one turn as well as a 70% chance to stun. This is definitely very, very nice for sure. And their 18 key gets buffed from 50% attack and defense one turn and a 50% chance to stun up to not only a 70% chance to stun, but also 50% attack defense for 4 turns. So the buffs to the super attack fix are definitely very, very good, especially this 18 key. This is uber strong. I am a huge fan of this. And their passive, advantage of light speed, 5 key and 200% attack and defense baseline, as well as unrestricted 20% damage reduction, attacks guaranteed to hit, and launches an additional attack. That's a 70% chance to come a super attack and a baseline 50% chance to dodge. So what changes? Wow, they get a bunch of stuff because in their base effects inside their pre-EZA, they only have 170% attack and defense. That's all they have. Start a turn. Wow, okay. Uh, wow. So they go from 170% attack and defense from only being in their base effect up to 5 key, 200% attack and defense, 20% damage reduction flat, attacks being guaranteed to hit, as well as launching an additional attack that's a 70% chance to come a super attack and a baseline 50% chance to dodge. Nice. And when HP is 67% or more, 10% damage reduction. Nice. So you're going to have that at the start of turn, just about. And when attacking, 67% attack and defense, as well as disabling the enemy's guard. What do they get when attacking? Okay, so they don't get nothing when attacking. The only attack buffs they do get is when they're inside a specific slot. Okay, as well as defensive buffs to add that in there. And what else? As the first or second attacker in the turn, 6 key and 160% attack and defense, as well as an additional 16% damage reduction and dodge chance. Wow. Okay. All right. Okay. So for every attack received or dodge as the first or second attacker in a turn, 20% attack up to 100%. So that's pretty much 5 attacks dodged or received. And as the third attacker in the turn, 7 key, 170% attack, as well as launching a guarantee super and interrupts the attacked enemy. Okay. And for every attack performed as the third attacker in the turn, 20% defense up to 100%. Okay. So you have to perform 5 attacks to build up that defense. Interesting. Okay. So would that mean that you'd want to go ahead and slot them in slot 3, or put them in slot 3 to go ahead and get those 5 plus attacks off to build up this defense? This is interesting. Um I don't I don't know. I don't like this. I don't think I like this. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Now, granted, inside of the third slot, okay, and their active skill is unchanged. I'm going to assume, right? They don't change active skills, obviously, for EZAs, right? I mean, they do, but it's just about the same, all right? Yeah, it's the same damn shit. Can be activated when HP is 67% or less after performing 3 or more super attacks in battle once only, and it may get 13% attack and defense in battle. So that's for the rest of the battle. Of course, that's nice. Anytime you get stats from their active skill for the rest of the battle, that's very good. Whether it be, I don't know, 5% attack and defense, 10% attack and defense, 13% attack and defense. Hey, stats, right? Getting it from the active skill is cool. Just making sure it's unchanged. Okay, so it's practically unchanged. Okay. I don't like this right here. Now, granted, will this be easy to build up within the first turn? Will you be able to completely build up in the first turn? Probably. Because you do your first base 18 key super. You will do your, let's say you get lucky, you get this additional super attack chance off, that being a 70% chance to come a super attack. And then you get your third super off from you being inside the third slot, of course, while you're also building up your defense. And then you got your hidden potential additional super chance. So that would be up to 80% defense plus, and you'd still have to slot them again for that additional 20% defense. Or you could just go balls to the walls and just say, fuck it, we'll just go ahead and leave him inside the first and second slot. Now, granted, around the weaker parts of the fights, I mean, we have really strong. No, this although I don't like this I don't like it. I am not a fan of that. Why couldn't we have just swapped the attack buff with the defensive buff? Because stats, it's like a make or break when it comes to it being when it comes to it being with damage reduction and dodge. It's like when it comes to it being with these defensive abilities, it's very important to have that defensive build-up. It really is. It really is. I don't like this. I'm not a fan of this. I'm just gonna be completely honest. But outside of that, their EZA, it looks good. I'm not gonna lie, it looks good. Now granted, are they going to be? They're gonna be slot 2 though, because they get. Granted, of course, you're gonna have them inside the second slot, right? Because they're not sitting inside the first slot. They're gonna be more reliant on their damage reduction more so than their dodge, no? In some of these relevant fights. I don't know. I don't know. So they can get up to what's that? It's 20, 30, 46% damage reduction and a 66% chance to dodge. Wasn't that custom card EZA a 66% chance to dodge too? Or am I crazy? I don't know. I gotta use this card in game. I don't know. What I will say is that, man, they're going to be hitting like a oh my god. This card's going to hit hard. You get some support with this card, and you let's say you want to have some fun, you pop TechUI's domain. Oh wait, no. They're not going to be able to get TechUI's domain. Isn't it only super class? Right? No, Dokkan Wiki. I love you, Dokkan Wiki. But you guys forced me to download a goddamn Opera GX installer. Just, I don't know. It was a forced download, so I have to leave the ads on. Yeah, super class, 15% attack and defense. And these fuckers are not in realm of God, so you wouldn't be able to get no shenanigans off. Yeah. Yeah, man, they are on a lack categories. Holy hell. I mean, I think they're on cells 220. I think tournament participants accelerated battle, but I can't think of any other top of my head. I don't know what to say about this EZA. I don't know what to say about them. One thing I will say though, that I do notice is that they are going to be getting a lot of stats post super. 67% attack and defense when attacking, 6 key and 160% attack and defense, as well as that additional damage reduction and dodge chance, getting up to a 66% chance to dodge with also 46% damage reduction. Now, is that enough with their post super defense? Now, of course, I don't know the calcs, but I gotta use this card. I don't know how to, I don't know how to put my I can't put my finger on something I don't like about this card. And of course, as you can also slot them in slot 3, of course, to build these. I don't like this. I really don't. I don't. They're only going to have up to 30% damage reduction inside the third slot. And if you're below the issue threshold, it's only 20% damage reduction with a 50% chance to dodge. In a worst case scenario, this card is getting lambasted, bro. I don't know. I got to use them. I don't know. What I will say, they have good defensive abilities to fall back on. They get up to 46% damage reduction, like I've already said, as well as a 66% chance to dodge. They get lots of stats post super. They get that attack build up inside the first and second slot, as well as that defensive build up inside the third slot. Yeah. They also get up to 3+ supers inside the first and second slot, and then 4+ supers inside the third slot. Yeah. I don't know. That's going to be about it for me, guys. Let me just go ahead and real quick pull up their 220s that they're on. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. I think They have good super attack effects. They have good defensive abilities to fall back on. They're going to be getting a lot of stats post super, assumingly, because of course I don't do calcs for these videos, as you guys know. But I don't know. It's just something I don't like about this EZA. I don't know. And considering they're gonna have to ride out slot 2 inside some of these dodge canceling fights, if you want to go ahead and test them against them, it's gonna be a bit shaky, no? I don't know. I gotta test them. When they come out. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab up hit. Can we get hit? There we go. Of course, God, Goku, and hit. Okay. My question is, why not, like, Universe 6 is dog water. Why? I don't know. Man. This is definitely a EZA that makes sense to come. I don't know. I'm not going to go ahead and yap. Okay, let me see the 220s plus that they're on. Oh, wow. For the very little categories that they're on, oh, wow, okay. 220, 200%, 200%, 220, 220. So 1, 2, 3. They're on, okay, so he's on, well, they are, because it's gotta go green hit. They're on 3 220s. Yeah, it hit with these guys. Yeah, it hit's gonna be a monster with these guys, no? Because aren't they sharing links? Yeah. And these guys definitely want the stats, no? Okay, that's gonna be about it for me, guys. Let me know what you guys think about the EZA down below. Leave a like and subscribe. And I'm sorry for the late video, but that's gonna be it for me. I don't know. I can't put my finger on this EZA. Good on paper, good defensive abilities, great super attack effects. I don't know. I'm skeptical about this EZA for some reason. I can't put my finger on it. Is it this? Is it this? Because they're only gonna have 36% damage reduction. You fall below the HP threshold. Okay. I'll catch you guys next video. I absolutely love you all. Peace.